all products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At Finn's place, Chase thanks Finn for talking to their dad. Finn still thinks Chase could say it better than he could, as he does things with caring and compassion. Chase says he can do it with care and compassion too, but Finn notes he's not known for his bedside manners. Gregory comes out, and Finn tells his dad they want to talk to him about this evening and the rehearsal dinner. He looks at Chase, but Gregory stops him and has something to say first. He says the rehearsal dinner at Coney Island seems like an amazing experience, but he feels he should not go to conserve his energy for tomorrow's big event. Chase says he understands. Finn says this is the right decision, and he will call a home help aide to watch him tonight. Gregory refuses to allow a health aide to come in. He says they won't be gone overnight. But Chase says they'll be home really late. Finn thinks Chase shouldn't have to feel like he abandoned him at home and be unable to enjoy his rehearsal dinner. Gregory throws Finn abandoning him the night before his wedding to Jackie and running off for years, and says, "Please, son, lecture me about wedding etiquette." Finn thinks Chase can handle this from here and walks out. Later, Chase tells his dad he's making breakfast and asks if he wants anything. Gregory apologizes for what he said and feels like he spoiled tonight for him and his brother. He says he shouldn't have lashed out, and his nerves are just getting to him. He says tomorrow is so important, and he can't focus on tomorrow if he has some stranger here watching over him like a toddler. Chase says he's concerned they are putting too much pressure on him, asking him to preside over the wedding. Gregory says it's not pressure. It's the greatest honor of his life. Gregory says he is sorry, and tonight is not about him, so call the agency. Laura drops by Alex's place, where the ex-lawyer is preparing for her hearing next week. Laura thinks she'll do great, and says she is here because she's an excellent lawyer. She tells her about her visit with Heather, who is clearer-headed than ever now that the metallosis is out of her system. Laura relays that Heather is questioning her behavior and is showing signs of remorse. Laura asks if she found anything that could help her with Heather's case. Alexis has found a few cases and asks Laura to get her a transcript of the trial. However, she warns her no judge will dismiss all the charges because the body count is too high, and this is a long shot. Laura says the metallosis may have caused her to do what she did. Alexis says as a citizen of Port Charles, a free Heather concerns her. But as a hopefully once again lawyer, everyone deserves a fair trial, so she agrees to help her. Later, Finn shows up to vent to Alexis. He tells her everything that went down with his father, and he walked out on his dad after he brought up Jackie. Finn feels he essentially abandoned him again. Alexis says what he did was remove himself from an unwinnable argument. Finn says he distanced himself from his father for over 30 years and blamed him for moving on from his mom too fast. He says if he ever thought his dad would forgive him, this morning he indicated he wouldn't. Alexis says they moved on, and seemingly unforgivable things can be forgiven. Alexis relays her own troubles with Sam in the past over her giving her up as a baby, and she and Christina have always had butted heads. Alexis says the fact that Gregory felt safe enough to bring Jackie up to him means he has faith in their relationship. Finn doesn't feel safe and needs a meeting. He also can't go to the rehearsal dinner and leave his father alone. Alexis gets an idea. Alexis calls up Gregory. She tells Finn she's heading to Albany in the morning for her hearing, and she's nervous and could use his opinion on some cases she's found, and she'd like him to look over what she's going to say at her appeal. She says she could bring over dinner too. He says he'd be happy to help. She gives Finn a thumbs up. Jordan drops by Laura's office as she's on the phone and trying to get Heather's court transcripts. Jordan lets her know the Riverfront project is moving forward thanks to a donation from the congressman. Laura is surprised and wants to hear more. Jordan says first, she wants to know what is going on with Heather Weber. Laura says it's recently come to light that Heather has been suffering from a medical issue due to a disintegrating hip replacement, which poisoned her body. Laura explains that chemical imbalance may have affected her judgment in the past and her behaviors. Now that the hip has been removed, she is recovering. She says this could be mitigating circumstances in her case.